Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Bands You Probably Have Never Heard of. I am your host, John, the creative blue collar guy, and I haven't done one of these in a little while. I know, like I said, my last couple videos were sort of focusing on the negative side of the creative world, pointing the finger back at a few people there. You can go back and watch my most two most recent videos, but today I wanted to delve back into the world of something good and positive that I enjoy. And I thought, what better time to do a new episode of this segment than when I'm going to go see this artist later tonight, live and in concert. So, with all of that being said, the guy with a name almost as long as my YouTube channel, Gregory Alan Isakov. I discovered this guy probably, I want to say around 2008. Let's look at his discography here. So this one on the far right here, Songs for October, I do believe, it says it came out in 2005, but I think it was more of an independent release because it has Black and Blue, has Salt and Sea. I thought it had a earlier version of the Stable song, which was the first song I heard by him. Still one of my favorites. But anyways, this one that came out in 2005, I think it was more of like a kind of a demo. Not a demo, I mean there's 7 tracks, but an independent release. The quality is a little lesser. But here's where I discovered him. A friend of mine sent me this one right here, the Stable song, and I know I can't play any of these songs. It sort of defeats the purpose of talking about music when you can't play it on a platform that'll copyright flag you. But the Stable song here was the first song I heard by him. He's very so just to kind of back up a little bit, I guess. His music is very acoustic, folksy. I guess some would even maybe say Americana. I'm not really sure. He often incorporates banjo, as this song did. So this album here, That See the Gambler, 2007, I think I was introduced to it or came across it in maybe 08, maybe 2010, maybe some years later. Actually, yes, because I actually believe, not The Weatherman. This album also was definitely out. That came out in 2009. So, first heard the Stable song. This whole album is fantastic. I might go in and, like I've done in one or two of my other previous videos, kind of throw together a playlist of my favorite songs by this artist, so then you can go and click and listen to them after you're done hearing me talk about it. Down here, The Unwritable Girl, 3 a.m. That's a good one. 3 a.m. is one of those songs that I actually learned how to play and has become kind of another one of my warm-up songs when I tune up my guitar and I want to make sure everything's good to go. It's got a lot of kind of cool finger picking stuff going on there. One thing I will say as I kind of keep moving along through his albums here, this one here, This Empty Northern Hemisphere, I absolutely love his music. It's acoustic, it's mellow, but then there's slight atmospheric stuff in the background that could be done, I guess, either by maybe keyboard synthesizers or even an electric guitar, kind of doing some swells, stuff with some reverb and delay, which is a lot of times what I'll do when I'm on electric guitars. Rather than playing leads and things of that sort, I'm more of just create sort of some background atmospheric space. But I will say, I absolutely love this artist. I love all of his albums, but I always feel like his albums go one song too far. I think Roman and I might have barely touched on this in a live stream once before, and we might revisit it because we didn't really get a chance to talk about it too much. But I think albums by bands, artists, whatever, music, should to some degree kind of almost play out like a movie. You want a good, strong song to start out the album with, to grab your audience. You want to have the dynamics of the ups and downs, the highs and lows, but it needs to have a good, strong finish. If you're listening to an album for the 100th time and you can't think of or remember what the last song is or sounds like, or even so, if you're not really excited about the last song or last track on the album, is it still a good album? The topic is still up for debate. But this is another one here where, I mean, great songs. That Moon song, This Empty Northern Hemisphere, Idaho, But here, If I Go, I'm Going, I think would have been a perfect song to end the album on. And it goes one farther where I just feel like it wasn't as strong of a finish. It wasn't as good of a way to wrap up the album. Moving along up here, 2013, The Weatherman. Great ones in here. Oh City Lights, Astronaut, The Universe. Actually, no, I take it back. This one, okay, The Weatherman, one of my more favorite songs actually was the last one. So this last short little 2-minute and 50-second long song, She Always Takes It Black. Assuming she's talking about coffee. Keep it clean, folks. That one I actually thought was a really good closer because it's a pretty mellow song. It's pretty brief, but again, you'll just have to listen to it. I'll make a playlist and I'll drop it in the description of this video. Moving along. Here, Gregory Alan Isakov with the Colorado Symphony, released in 2006. Wow, it was already in 2016. I feel like this just came out yesterday. This is an album, when it was initially announced, I kind of thought it was actually going to be a live album, because I think he did do a couple of one-off performances where he had the whole symphony playing with him live. But what it actually was this first track here, Liars, was a brand new song, and everything else, it's like alternate versions of songs from previous albums. And here he ends with Unwritable Girl, which again I think is a great ender for this album, even though it's sort of not a compilation, because they did re-record the album. They actually did go back into the studio, but I think that one was a good strong finisher for that album. But it's once you kind of get familiar with his other albums and his other music, these were just some beautiful new refreshers on some old songs with a full symphony backing him. And then up here we have his most recent album, released in 2018, Evening Machines. See some good ones on here were Caves, Chemicals, Dark, Dark, Dark. And then here we have one of my favorites on the album, one of my favorites by him as an artist, Where You Gonna Go, which I think would have been the perfect ender for the album. Goes one farther, Wings in All Black. Maybe I'm just not getting something. Maybe I'm being too picky. I don't know. But yeah, absolutely wonderful, talented artist. Great music, great albums. It's just end the album just one song sooner. And I don't mean this to try to sound negative or to try to, beat the guy down. It's just maybe my weird OCD when it comes to listening to albums. I know streaming, Pandora and things of that sort have kind of gotten people out of the habit of listening to albums from front to back. And even Spotify, you can just pull up your daily mix, different playlists and stuff. But as these artists do release new albums, I do like to go in and listen to them all the way through, like I have done many times with the new Coheed album that just came out. I guess it's been about a month now. So anyways, there's this latest segment of bands you've probably never heard of. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. If you've heard of this artist before, if you like him, if you haven't heard of him before, and you check out some of his music, come back and let me know what you think. And let me know what you think of this segment, if it's something interesting that you would like me to keep doing, if it's maybe not necessarily all that interesting. I don't know. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this far through. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button, like and share this video out there for others to see it. I am John, the Creative Blue Collar Guy, signing off, and I will see you next time.